Indiana, and it is Friday morning, June 23rd. I am recapping the top 23 Michael Jordan cards by value that sold last night on the Goldin Weekly Auction. Ended Thursday night, June 22nd. Let's not waste any time. Let's get cranking. And we are going to cheat today. I'm going to pull in card number 24. I've got the top 24 on the screen. Normally we skip the first one, but the first one's important. It's the 2002 Topps Chrome White Refractor. These were serial number to 249. I was collecting during this era. Mo Pete's trying to get to that fadeaway that was still untouchable even when Jordan was a Wizard. People think Jordan's numbers were just like paltry when he played for the Wizards. Go click basketballreference.com and you guys go check it out. Jordan was a lot better for those Wizards teams than people realize. He was a fantastic player, shooting in the high 40s, even at an advanced age in his late 30s. But this card, it's serial number to 249. It's a PSA 9, sold for $852 last night. I keep trying to tell you guys, there's deals to be had on the Goldin Weekly. I don't collect PSA 9s, but if I did, this is a deal, right? Look at the card. It sold last night for $852 with the buyer's premium included. Let me show you the last time it sold for less than $1,000 even. 1125, 1400, 1200, 1020, 1020, 1225, 1100. You've got to go back all the way to July of 2021, almost a full 2 years ago, to find the card selling for less than $1,000. There are deals to be had on the Goldin Weekly Auction. It will not always be this way, but it is this way right now. The next card I've got pulled up is the 87 Fleer PSA 9. It sold last night here for $1,081. That is almost $330 less than the last sale. I would say that that's a pretty good price. The last two sold for $1,400. Last night, it sold for $1,081. The lowest it's sold in the last 46 sales is $990. So again, towards the bottom right there for the sales price realized last night by that seller, that consignor on the Goldin Weekly. Pretty good pickup there. The 2023 Upper Deck Employee Exclusive Premier. This is a precious metal gems, like I guess like fuchsia, purple, pink, purple. I'm gonna say purple. I don't know what these were serial number to. It doesn't say on there, but it's a PSA 8. It sells for $1,087. I'm sorry, I plead ignorance. I do not collect retro cards or unlicensed cards for the most part that I know of. But this Jordan was, I think, one of those deals where they give it out to Upper Deck employees for Christmas or some kind of bonus or something like that. A January 13th press release, a framed, signed Sporting News newspaper cover, and then a Nike ad card, blue and black. Jordan in his blue and black Nike Air Jordan branded stuff, like on an airport runway or something like that. It's BGS 8, sold for $1,145. I can't tell by looking at it, but it looks like it's one of those oversized. So it looks like it's a big old, kind of poster board size deal. We've got a signed, framed autograph thing. Again, same patented fadeaway, even on the Wizards. And I'm trying to, without zooming in, because if I zoom in, I lose my page, but I'd be guessing if I tried to guess who those two guys were that were trying to contest that shot. I want to say Corey Maggette, but it's not. That's definitely not Ben Wallace because he was way bigger than that. Anyway, we've got a 1997 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor BGS 9.5. I can't remember. I didn't have that one, so I think I just looked up no, I didn't look that one up. But that one sells for $1,500. That's a 9.5 Atomic Refractor. You're always worried about the yellowing and kind of the color and making sure it maintains its the registry on there, just maintain the color, the clarity of the card. The Michael Jordan, he's back, signed right here where he's laying it in over Will Perdue, who's doing absolutely nothing. You got the great Derek McKee from Alabama next to him, Reggie Miller from UCLA in the background, and then you got Rick Smits from Marist. Of course, Will Perdue attended Vanderbilt University, and Jordan's laying this in with his left hand wearing the 4-5. That's just a he's signed autograph photo, nothing more to that. Sorry, I'm here to talk about cards. So let's talk about the 1997 Metal Universe Titanium card number 1. It's a great picture here. You can tell it's clear. The card's a little tilted in the case, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. It's a real kind of hard, good quality, like acetate, see-through, translucent card. This is a PSA 9 titanium. I've got it pulled up in Card Ladder, and you can tell the way you take the picture dictates what the card looks like. The card looks black in Card Ladder, and it looks clearly white in real life. It is actually clear. It is neither of those too, but you always want these cards to be taken with a piece of white paper behind them so you can tell if the card has yellowed. You can't tell that from the card ladder picture here. But this is what the PSA 9's been doing. It's actually up 21% over the last 6 months. It's only a Pop 76 card, only about 400 or so graded by PSA and BGS. Again, these cards grade really well because they're it's almost like glass, right? It's like a plastic. It's just much sturdier. It's like a tank, right? It's not going to have the same types of issues as the traditional paper card or even the chromium cards. And so for Beckett, look, Beckett grades these at a 72% gem rate. If I had one of these, I'm going to send it to Beckett. I don't care what the price disparity is, but 72% gem rate is bananas. It's one of the easiest Jordan cards to grade from the 90s. That makes me want to do a video on the easiest Jordan cards to grade from the 90s with the highest gem rate. That would take a lot of research, but I think the titanium would fall into that. Note to self, make sure I don't forget to do that video. That's cool. Anyway, right next to it, a Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans ticket. Just before I moved from the great state of Kentucky, I was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. I moved down here to Baton Rouge, which is about 60 miles north of New Orleans, about an hour trip in a car. Jordan won the NCAA title with the famous shot that he hit to win the deal against Georgetown in the Patrick Ewing's Georgetown Hoyas. And that was at 1,884 for that ticket. I'm not a graded ticket collector, so I don't have much to contribute there. Here's a signed Rare Air limited edition book for serial number to 2,500. So for 2,280. Wow. An autographed picture of Jordan locking up Magic probably in that finals. If I had to guess, this is a 17 by 21. That sounds really big. That's what she said. 2,400 for that card. A Jordan in his Carolina uniform about to yam it. And that is a 21 by 25. That's 2,520 for that. And then this is like some kind of weird mix of Michael Jordan and Ernie Johnson infused with a cartoon character. I don't know what's happening here. It says it's a 1989 Bulls Dairy Council. I guess it's a card, but it looks giant, almost like a bookmark. I've got some meat, an apple, some milk, and some bread at the bottom. That's what they were telling us to eat when we were kids, right? You got to eat from the 4 basic food groups. I think it was 4. Now there's like 300 food groups, and only like 2 of them are actually real and organic. 3,000 for this weird little oddball in a BGS 8.5 slab. That looks like a humongous slab that BGS put that in. Hopefully whoever buys this has got a vault, because this would be a weird deal to store. Can't exactly store it with your other Jordan cards. Moving up the list, we've got our first star card rears. It's not ugly, but great head. And that's what she said. Kelly Tripucka and his cheeks, Bill Laimbeer, the Prince of Darkness, and Mark Aguirre are always notably located on this Best of the New card, right? This is the 9.5 Best of the New. I've got it pulled up in the card ladder sales history. This one bucks the trend, right? So much for getting deals on Goldin. This Best of the New sells for a whopping $3,000. That's $700 over the last sale. That's $800 over the sale before that. It's about the same as this sale here. This one was a true gem at $33.28. This one last night is actually a gem plus. It's got a 10 for surface and 9.5s everywhere else, so a very exceptional copy. It's funny how much those subgrades matter to star collectors, right? Because a lot of those people are trying to collect the cards in the highest grade they can, in the best subgrades they can, because BGS is kind of the go-to grade for those, at least for now, and it always has been, because PSA only recently, about a year ago, started grading those. So that Best of the New card does pretty well last night on Goldin. And again, it's hard to say because the subs were very premium, so probably sold for about what it was supposed to. Next is a card that's near and dear to me. I own this card. I always thought it was one of Jordan's greatest base cards. Obviously the 86 Fleer, but that's a rookie deal, right? So we're talking about just pure base, non-rookie cards. I've always thought his 97 Metal Universe was special, and so I've got it pulled up. It sold last night on Goldin for $4,080, which is right on the number, almost exactly what the last one sold for about 4 days before that. The cards hit $5,200 in the last 6 months. I know for a fact I paid like right at $5,000 for mine, but I bought mine way back. So I'm going to guess this card's been on a little up and down journey. Yeah, so you see the card hit all the way $6,000, $6,300. I know I picked mine up for, I think it was exactly $5,000 to be quite honest with you. And it was a tough pill to swallow for a base card, but it's a pop 135, and look at the gem rate. 2.87. It's not a rare card. 4,700 graded, but only 135 gems. And I think it's the best set in the entire decade. I think, and that is is really saying something because there's a lot of great sets out there, and I might catch some heat. Let me know in the comments what sets you think are better than the 1997 original Metal Universe, but great base card. There's a good, nice, high-def image of it in the front. Of course, this is the card that people pick up when, A, they can't find or afford the PMG green, and many people can't locate or, make the financial sacrifice necessary to pick up a PMG red. This is the next best thing because it's the same card, same image. Of course, the green and the red are the parallels of this base card, but it's only a pop 135. That's what the card's done over the last 2 years. Down, not a surprise there, but look at the last 6 months, up 21%, even with last night's so-so sale, and it's hit as high as 5,200. So that card's kind of working its way back. Base cards in the 90s are pretty cool. PSA 7 Jordan does 4,500. Pretty typical looking 7 there, a little bit off to center, right to left, but top to bottom looks pretty good, and I don't see too much white on this little tiny image. This is something I did want to look up because these are cards. This is that 1980. A lot of people don't know about this set. It's the 1986 MarketCom Sports Illustrated poster test stickers, but this is the whole set featuring 20 cards, and it's got MJ in there in the top left. I've got it pulled up. I thought I had it pulled up. No, here it is. I wanted to look through some of these because it's going to be nostalgic and it's going to be a throwback. And so stay with me here as I digress a little bit. You got MJ in the top left, and that's a card that we've seen many times, and we'll talk about it on future videos. But then we've got Neek Duncan here, and again, I can barely see the grades, but Neek's a PSA 9. You got Magic Johnson. You've got Kirby Puckett. Does anybody remember him? Of course, his career came to an end when he got hit in the eye with a baseball, if I recall. But everybody loved Puckett. He was fat, but he was fast. And he was a good fielder, and he was a great hitter. Hit for average, hit for power. He's a great player for the Twins. We've got Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, of course, phenomenal fielder, terrible hitter, but everybody loved him, great personality. Dale Murphy was a lot of people's hero in the South, and the reason I say that is because we only got to watch 2 baseball teams when I was growing up. That's how old I am now. We didn't have, league pass for the NBA or hockey on ice or whatever they call it for hockey and the soccer. We didn't get to watch any game, everywhere, on a phone, on a watch, on a TV, or whatever. We only got the Braves on TBS, and we only got the Cubs on WGN. So everybody down here should have been Astros fans because that's the closest baseball team we have, and many were, but most people grew up Cubs or Braves fans because those were the only games that we could get on TV ever. Next to that, we've got Gary Carter from the Expos, Larry Bird, of course, Larry Legend in his tiny green underwear. We got Roger Clemens, the Rocket, was on College World Series last night. Darryl Strawberry, Straw, of course. Straw actually came and talked to my college basketball team, believe it or not. When I was playing hoops in New Orleans in college, he came and kind of gave us a, hey, be careful, don't go down the same path I did with the drugs and all that. And then ironically, a month later, he got rung up for tax evasion. Literally the month after he came and talked to us, I think he got either convicted or certainly at least charged with tax evasion right after he gave us this great inspirational speech. So in one ear and out the other. Sorry, Strawberry. Herschel Walker, obviously freak in college, good pro too. John Elway, Ricky Henderson, my hero, the first player that I ever PC'd, right? I tried to collect every Ricky Henderson card in the world. I did have his 1980, but I didn't have it in the PSA 10. Sad story. Wade Boggs was awesome, 83, of course, his rookie year. Eric Davis hit the scene like a shot out of a cannon, right? I just remember he played like half a season, hit like 20 homers, stole like 50 bases, and like literally in like half a season. And he was the first real power and speed combination uber super prospect that I can recall. I was a huge Reds fan because, as you recall from this video, I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. That was our closest home team, a couple hours north of us. We've got Lawrence Taylor. We got Ron Sandberg, big fan of Ron Sandberg, obviously. Andre the Hawk Dawson, those were the guys that we watched on the Cubs. Dwight Gooden, God, if y'all haven't seen the documentary, Dwight Gooden is arguably the most talented pitcher in the history of baseball. He was absolutely unique and special, and the nose candy got him like it got so many others. And then Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, who my age didn't try to get, the Don Mattingly, Don Russ, the Don Mattingly Topps rookies. But that's just a nice stroll down memory lane for that Market Comp Sports Illustrated test stickers. I thought that was really cool. Moving along, we got a photo of Jordan Duncan, which is honestly really cool. I don't collect art or photos or signed stuff or memorabilia. I kind of stay in my lane and stick to cards, but that's a pretty cool photo, I must say. And then we got the Gatorade 9.5 here, which is the last card that we'll look up. And right on the number, 5,700, 5,766. The card's gone as high as 7,300, as low as 4,200 over the last 6 months. So that's a kind of about what you expect. Again, there's 52 of them out there. It's got there's no gems in PSA because they just started grading them, but there's 2 PSA 9s. And then the BGS 9.5 sells for 5,700. What's interesting is I'm going to see the BGS 9.5 sells for 5,700. They don't have the PSA 9 in here. Okay. We'd have to look it up. No big deal. It's not that important. And then we've got a Type 1 photo. I still don't really truly understand what that means, but I know that's a really big deal, and a lot of people collect it. And if I was going to get a Type 1 photo, that's a pretty good photo to get, to be quite honest with you. And it's graded by PSA. I can't see if it's graded PSA Authentic or whatever. And then the number one is a $33,660 Michael Jordan signed Chicago Bulls Finals home jersey from a Nike employee. Wow, that's really cool. I don't collect it because it would put me in bankruptcy, but Type 1 photo and jersey win with the Gatorade 9.5. Looks like a quad gem right behind it. So interesting breakdown there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you like these videos, I know I'm doing a Goldin weekly recap, but I am now a sponsored and a legitimate official affiliate with PWCC. So if you'd like to support the channel, I'm not charging any subscription fees. I'm not taking the money from YouTube and putting ads in the middle of my videos, but there are 3 ways to support my channel. You can click the YouTube subscription on my channel. Consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon, but I'll show you the ways that you can actually support my channel with no money out of pocket. So I'd appreciate it if you'd read through my YouTube description, and feel free to always reach out to me on Instagram. I love talking about cards. I love answering questions. I love getting information that I don't have and learning more about the hobby. And I'm pretty accessible when it comes to content creators, at least for now, because my channel and my brand is at its infancy stages, and hopefully there's more great stuff to come for you guys. So again, you're getting these on Friday, so hopefully you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a great time with your family and your kids if you got those, and spend some time and have some fun, and keep a great perspective. So keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.